Listen here, the new generation of parenting is the way that you're supposed to parent today. I don't care what y'all old schoolers say. Back in the day, our parents used to do this for punishment. Today's kids do it to each other for likes and views. Me and my mom are at odds to this day because I don't raise my kids the way that I was raised. I'm sorry, hun, but you never had to battle social media and technology. It don't work on today's kids, despite what you say. These kids today are woke and they require your explanation for why you're doing the things that you're doing. And you need to tell them. I would agree that the kids today are a lot more brazen than we were, but here's why. Because they're being raised by parents that have no idea how to raise them. Because we can't take the values that were given to us by our parents and put it on these kids. It simply doesn't work. When we were coming up in the school system, our parents had support. Our parents had corporal punishment. These kids can't even pray in school anymore. Back in the day, if you popped up at your mama, she would do a little something in this region and dared you to say something. You went to school, the teacher would turn the other cheek and wouldn't say a word. One of my most vivid memories of my childhood was when one of my classmates' dad showed up and did this in front of everybody. I never forget that my own daddy hid in the closet and waited on my brother to act up in class and did this in front of everybody. We don't have that luxury today. Fast forward to today's society. If I do that to my kid today, the next day, somebody gonna be knocking on my door. I know that some of y'all old school parents want to believe that y'all raised overly respectful children because of the way that y'all trained us up. No, you didn't. We just didn't do it in front of y'all. We snuck boys in the house. We changed our clothes when we got to school. We cussed at school just like these teachers did. It was literally the same thing. That's why we all live in fear today that them Kappa Beach Party and Freaknik videos gonna get released and our kids gonna see what we was really like. Show me a kid whose parents are using that and intimidation to raise them, and then let them get out in the real world and show me a child who gonna be buck wild. Why do I know this to be facts? Cause you're looking at the product of a child who grew up like I grew up in the strictest house on the planet, and when I got to college, what happened? Buck wild, doing nothing but teaching your kids to go out there and make mistakes that you could have taught them not to make when they was at home by having a simple conversation. But no, you couldn't do that because you live by phrases like, I'm their parent, not their friend. I'm sorry, but being a parent is being their friend. As a matter of fact, it's the best friend they ever gonna have because they ain't gonna never get lied to and you ain't gonna never tell them nothing that's gonna hurt them.